even when we think about death, if we are able to only encourage ourselves to do so much, not thinking about death itself, I'm not so sure that that kind of a state of complacency would not be manipulated by our habitual neurotic mind. So thinking about impermanence, thinking about death is an important aspect of Buddhist contemplation. Not because it sounds or it is meant to be gloomy or bleak. Sometimes it is. But I love the saying of Milarepa in this case, where he says it is death and impermanence and what happens after death, the fruition of what I have created in this life that I will have to experience at the time of death, that inspired me to go into the mountains and meditate until came a time when no longer am I afraid of death anymore. So that's beautiful. I think the whole idea of contemplating on death and impermanence is to treasure the present moment. There's no benefit if that contemplation sort of debilitates you. It has to be understood properly. The whole Buddhist view of contemplating on impermanence is that it allows you to see the change and I don't know if there's an English word called solubility, but that everything is very soluble, that everything is something that is transient in nature. It's interchangeable, it's exhaustible. I think human beings would have greater ability to relax and have a little bit of sense of humor, more sense of humor, if they understood this perspective of change and transient nature of self and everything else. And so there's a little bit of sunshine or brightness in the contemplation of impermanence and death that has to be understood as well. Otherwise, if you look at it only from the point of view of then making you feel bad and poorly and miserable, then that, I think, loses the whole purpose of the topic of impermanence, contemplation on impermanence and death.